What is up, you guys? Welcome back. Here we got the motor out, and I couldn't get this thing to separate from the block here, this transmission, and I don't know what it is. It's just like seized up together. So I mean, I got all the torque converter bolts out, and I got all the bell housing bolts. So I mean, there's a little bit of crack right here. There's a little bit of a crack starting where you can see it separating, but that's the first signs of separations is shown since I pulled it out. Like, obviously I pulled it out of the truck just like that. So you guys already know it's gonna be a pain in the butt to separate, you know. It's just the way it is. Sometimes you get these motors and they seize together really hard. So I'm just gonna stick something between there and kind of give it a little pry action, not nothing serious, just a little bit, and then I'll show you guys the difference between this motor here and this motor here with the cranks. And then what I'm gonna do is I'll get this motor here on the what do you want, an engine stand you want to call it, and we'll get it going. We'll take it apart, see what kind of rods are in it, put some new bearings in it, and just freshen it up and get it ready for some turbo action. And put it in this here Camaro. If I can afford to, I'm gonna get the forged rotating assembly, and we're gonna stick that in there and see what happens. I just gotta see if I can afford it. This one already has a 4th gen rods and flat top pistons, so I'm not sure what this one's got. I'm assuming that this is going to be the 3rd gen rods and dish pistons like usual. On the it's a 2004, so I mean it could have the 4th gen rod. So, and then this, I looked up this number right here, and this is the 4L65E. And I want a 4L80E, but I might have to use this just for a second if I can't find one. I haven't tried looking for one yet, but I'm gonna look for one and see if I can't find one. But for right now, I'm just gonna get this transmission and motor separated, and I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, we are back here, and just like I promised you, we got both the motors side by side. So first we have the 2000 block with the thick flange, and right here's that thick flange, as you guys can see. It still has that step out right here. I got the pilot bearing out. And then on this one, it doesn't have that thick flange. See how this is flush right here, and it just has this one step out. See? That one has got 2. And this one's got 1. And here's the pilot hole for that one. So that's why they say that you can't do the manual transmission, is because of the thick flange on this one. So that was a belt squeal noise that I was getting, and here's the pilot bearing I had in there. So you can see it has, like right there, it was self-clearancing, and I had it all the way in there flush with this edge. So I mean, it doesn't look like you could go back any further. And it looked like it might have been hitting back there on the crank in the back. You see that little circle mark back there? But it's definitely hitting right here along the gears. You can see it. So hopefully, this one you can see has got a lot bigger opening back there too. Unless that was just where my input shaft was hitting. Might have been. So everything looks good so far, man. All the fluids coming out of this one right here is tip top. It looks like so far. I mean, the oil was a little black, but that's always the case. It seems like nobody wants to change their oil anymore. But the antifreeze was real green, and the transmission fluid is red, so it wasn't burnt. Transmission's good. Now I'm gonna get this thing on the stand over there, and then we're gonna tear it apart and see what's on the inside, see how it looks, see what kind of rods it has. If it has 410 rods, that'd be like a pleasant surprise, very pleasant. But like I said, I still, if I can afford, I'd like to do a rotating assembly in this one. But if this one has 410 rods, and then I already know this one does because I put them there, so that would be great. And then we'll go from there. I'll let you guys know. All right. If you look too, this pilot bearing doesn't even want to fit onto the input shaft anymore. When you go to put it on, it doesn't want to go past that. Like if you try to put it on this way, it doesn't want to go on. Like this is the way it was on too, because this side right here is what it was against this edge. So it doesn't even want to go on that way no more. So this is a new one. On both sides, it's the same. Just wanted to show you guys a little bit more. So I'm gonna start to clean this up. I'm gonna take this and clean this area up around here. Get this extra layer of metal off. Make it like it was. Then I'm gonna put this new pilot bearing, get it ready to go in here in a new motor. But first, like I said, we're gonna clean it up, tear it down, see what's in it, and I'm gonna get on the stand and we'll get right back with it and open it up together so you guys can see how to take this stuff apart and stuff like that.